Welcome to the episode 2 of Media Literacy Lecture Series of School of Journalism and New Media Studies. In this episode, we are going to discuss about the media power. The power, you can easily understand the definition. Power is as an energy. It can support anything to move, to influence, to create impact. So there are a lot of definitions. You can easily understand the power, right? So we are trying to connect that term power with the media, and the outcome what we are going to discuss is empowerment. So that's the topic this episode revolves around: media, society and empowerment. There are ways in which we can understand the power. We can understand that how the cycle can go up to the certain kilometers, or high-speed train, how many kilometers it can travel in a short span of time. So it has its own ramifications. There are a lot of benefits. If you have more power, more benefits. It means massive structure, which creates a massive impact. So understand that. So that's a power, right? A national television channel creates a kind of impact that can be felt across the country. Similarly, Hollywood movies, big celebrities, so they have resources, reach, popularity, all carries the power, okay? The power that signifies the influence there. The media, it has its own strength. We discussed in detail about what media can do for the society in the last episode. Media has a power, and everybody knows about that, and that's one of the reasons why the media is being highly regulated. Government regulating the media directly or indirectly, corporate sector, social institutions. So there are many stakeholders. They want to use the media for their personal benefits. The personal benefits in the sense media has a reach, media has influence. Media can impact many sections of the people. So that's a power. So how it can be used for individuals? So this kind of scenario, how individual can empower through media, can't be, this kind of topic would have been not discussed at all in a couple of decades back. Now technology is helping us to discuss about many important aspects of empowerment. Primarily, the media has a power. It can be used in many levels. If it is being used by institutions, mainly for the profit or for the larger benefit of certain stakeholders. If that's the case, they'll try to use the media power for reinforcing the dominant ideologies. There are plenty of examples you can connect with that concept. In case the media is being used by individuals, so that becomes empowerment. So is it the power used by institutions or power used by individuals? So that makes a difference between, is it a kind of power used for larger interest of government, or corporate, or stakeholders of different social institutions? Or the power is being used by various number of individuals for their personal empowerment. There are a lot of concepts behind these two divisions. One, we can say that top to bottom. Easily can do that because the power it creates a hierarchy. Hierarchy in the sense, easily we can divide that powerful people, powerless people. In between, there are different range of powers. So when we are talking about power, it creates a hierarchy. So that says the top to bottom. Top to bottom is easily can understand that, for example, national television channel operates in one particular headquarters, okay, always in the national capital. And they have a correspondence across the country. They collect the information, either news or entertainment, whatever manner they operates. Then they distribute the content across the country. So it comes from the top to bottom. As a common television user, we have very limited option to connect with the headquarters of the television channel. 9:30, I don't want entertainment content, but I want the news content. That may be your choice, but that can't be exercised by you to inform the channel to change the content. That can't be done. So this is being dictated, almost dictated. What they want to deliver, they'll deliver as per the schedule, and we have the option either to watch or don't watch. Don't need to watch means switch over to other channel. So they have the power, and they're delivering the content. So that's top to bottom. Wherever the top to bottom concept is being implied, you can understand that which position you are there. You are in the lower level, it's powerless. You are in a higher level, you are powerful. So that's a mainstream media. The opposite concept is a horizontal level of power. Top to bottom power is a hierarchy. Horizontal in the sense, everyone is equal. There is no hierarchy. That's called horizontal. Horizontal can't be exercised in the newspapers or television channel or radio stations or in any of the mainstream media. But that can be done in an online or digital platform. The sense, the national television channel can produce a content that's in the mainstream media, but as an individual user, through mobile with the data connection, you can stream your video, broadcast your video. And whoever have that mobile and data connection can do that. Everybody have equal power. You can do that, I can do that, anyone can do that, provided we have the mobile data connection. How to do that? What topic we want to do that? So that's called horizontal. Horizontal means the power is being distributed. And the top to bottom means power is concentrated. So that is a difference. How we can popularize this kind of distributed power, that we call a democratization of media, right? So that is the scenario. This episode we are going to talk about that. Power can be understood in a top-to model, hierarchy model, or distributed model is a horizontal. So let us take a very broader view of what the relationship existing between media, society and empowerment within the perspective of understanding the power dynamics, right? And media has a power, but it can be used in multiple sections. Dual nature of media can be used for dominant section of the people, or it can be used for individuals to air their opinion, liberation, reinforcing existing power. So its institutions or individuals depends on that scenario. Media power is being established. So it has a power, but who's using that accordingly, it changes. And media is a platform for voice. If it is independent media, alternative media, empowerment comes through the individuals to run local radio stations or online hyperlocal social media account where they can raise local issues, which normally the mainstream media ignores that. And voice is being given to the individuals, right, to use the media. So that's called empowerment. And there is an issue of access and participation. There is a lot of inequality. You can understand the inequality. Everybody is not equal in the society. And there is a hierarchy there is inequality in the sense of people, higher income group, higher educated group, with located in urban area. Like that, there is an inequality that affects the common individuals to access the media power. You are affordable, have a skill, competency to use the technology, you can take a lot of benefits. In case there is an issue of accessing the technology, then your participation also restricted. So that is another issue. We will discuss it a little later. And another important point, the empowerment to the individuals doesn't come automatically. I said it's a top to bottom is an established norm. Horizontal is a new concept because of the technology, online and digital platform is providing that facilities. But everybody may not have the account and the social media. Everybody may not have that facilities or skills or competencies to post something about you, about your neighborhood, about the city, about your civil facilities or political issues. Everybody may not do that. Large number of users, media users, are passive in nature. But and the empowerment requires active users. Okay, top-to model encourages the passiveness. But in the horizontal level, everybody is having a power. Power is being distributed. So they have to exercise the power. So it requires the involvement, participation. So media literacy is one of the options for the individuals to understand their media power, understand the methods to use the media power for various personal or professional benefits. And the digital technology is more affordable, at least in Indian context, and there is a lot of variations in the accessing those technologies, and it's opportunities for participation, and individual can bypass the traditional gatekeepers. There is no gatekeepers in the online platform. You are having account, you are creating content, you are sharing that. So you are responsible for whatever content you are providing that. And that is the broader umbrella of media and society and empowerment. Broadly, if you understand the media power, let us understand some kind of conceptual framework behind the media and empowerment. It's not a new concept. The empowerment media is not a new concept. There are many people discussed, argued, debated about the media's potential power for benefits of society. Media shapes public discourse, what needs to be discussed, what needs to be done, and what other topic needs to be highlighted in the society. Media has a power. It has a tremendous power on that. Equally, it's not guarantee that all the media users will accept all the content. Not necessary that. The scenarios, individual choices, and taste, knowledge, experience, background, there are many situation variables plays a role in accepting or rejecting the media content. So that's also an important role on that. And the digital network, the new technology, it's one shifted the power from top down to horizontal model, and it encourages the participation. And it's not that we are retrieving information as per our need, but we can participate. But a participation for what purpose? And just sharing the travel and the innovations of our own world, or are we talking something about our neighborhood or common issues, civic issues, political issues? So that also matters. These are very broad conceptual framework. We'll go one by one. Very famous communication scholar, Dennis McWell, in his classic theoretical debate on that, he talks about and how media institutions create an ideology formation. Every institution works for various stakeholders, primarily for their own survival, profit, and they have to go with a dominant sector, either government or the dominant media social group, social stakeholder. So accordingly, always the media works favor of powerful people, and automatically that's dominant ideology. They'll create that ideology or reinforces that ideology. That's they have power. And he argues that media literacy empowers individuals to critically analyze and interpret the media content. Media delivers the content. It's not a plain, simple, objective, plain truth and all. That's not possible for media to do that. So a lot of deviations, a lot of stereotypes, a lot of biasness comes either from the individual level, the media professionals, or from the institutions, the owner or the editor or the affiliated level. So the many factors plays in terms of manufacturing the content happening in the media platform. So media literacy is the tool for the individuals to critically analyze the content and interpret the media content in a very appropriate manner. And mass media influence is very strong, and audience agency allows for resistance and reinterpretations. And we might be creating content with the one intention that this will create this kind of impact. If I continuously write about one particular topic, over the period of time, large number of media audiences might be changing their perception positively towards the topic. That may not happen, at least in the present scenario with the technological tools are available to cross-check and identify the different perspectives of the same issue. Media can serve as a platform for democratic engagement or elite control. And it can then both the level. It can create a platform for only for very specialized group, or it can create a democratic engagement of large section of the people. Diversity, media diversity, that's what calls about that. And that the divisions, whether the media works for public discourse or ideology formation, works for participation or reinforces the dominant ideology, that is a distinction is being established by the Dennis Maxwell a long time back. But he identified that media literacy is the tool that empowers the individuals. Let us move to another important conceptual framework proposed by Casley, network society theory. So that theory talks about that digital networks that help the society to take the benefit of the communication. The technology shifted the power dynamics and including reducing institutional control over communication. And we are no longer receiving information only from newspaper. We no longer receive entertainment only from television channels or films. And we have plenty of opportunities to receive the content throughout the day, 24/7. So that's because of technology. Network activism. This is the recent phenomena. It's a collectively collective activism of individuals. Collectively, based on one particular binding factor or interest area, they'll come together for a change. Plenty of examples. Me Too movement, Arab Spring. These are classic examples of recent past. There are many more examples you can find in your locality, in your regional level, in your national level. It's easily you can do that. And how these examples demonstrate how digital media, empower individuals to challenge the system in power. So that is the quality of nature of the platform. Brings a lot of people in the offline and strategize in the online for their betterment or regime change or various scenarios. But here the challenge is the digital divide or digital inequality. And this is a very broad topic, digital inequality. Let us discuss detail in another episode later stage. And this is one challenge in the contemporary scenario. In order to enjoy the horizontal power it provides to the individuals. A lot of benefits for activism, a lot of benefits for empowerment, to use the media power for individuals, but the challenge is digital divide and digital inequality. And the last is the conceptual framework within the idea of media and empowerment is participatory culture. Technology provides the power, provides changing the dynamic of media power, but after that what happens? That how far the audience can use that power for the benefit of individuals or neighborhood. Audience are no longer passive consumers, no longer. Couple of decades back we were. Newspaper we receive or television we receive, whatever, we passively consume the content. But now we are active participants and we create a content, we remix it and distribute the media across the global context. The convergence of traditional and digital media allows the new forms of storytelling, reels and shorts. There are a lot of entrepreneurs, media entrepreneurs you can find, individual entrepreneurs you can find in the social media platform, influencers and entrepreneurs. They create a lot of content for the public interest or personal interest, entertainment oriented, information oriented, many things happening, individual capacity that. Participate, but not all, but a few sections is doing that. Participatory culture enables the empowerment. but also raises a concern about corporate exploitation of user-generated content. Because we are operating in a few social media platforms that are owned by global conglomerates, and they use our content because all the facilities provided by them is free. We are using those accounts free of cost, but they are making a lot of money on that. Just connect these two ideas. We are using their platform free of cost, and some of them, companies are charging money, additional facility for the additional facilities. But largely, it's free, but those companies are making a profit by using our content, our data, that helps them to generate more money. So let's understand the more into the empowerment. It's a different definition. You can see that if they empower people, they can enhance their competencies. Better competency, better empowerment. With our empowerment, it will bring a self-efficacy, and we have the control of ourselves, and we'll get a more confidence, and self-esteem increases, become more independent, and a lot of interaction happens through empowerment, through media empowerment. So these are the benefits. And we are no longer passive people, we are active, and with active participation, active involvement in the media, we have a lot of benefits attached with the empowerment. And with this changed scenarios, if you look at that in a contemporary level, we take a lot of different roles in the public life. Mostly, we are buying so many things, we are selling something, we advertise something, we have become marketers, we are entrepreneurs, we are users, we are producers, we are makers, citizens, patients, reader, writer, scholar, student, professionals, consultant, political activist, public administrator, learner, teacher, mother, children. So plenty of roles we adopt with the technology platform because of we are trying to develop skills and competencies to use the technology in order to carry out many of our routine life. In that process, we take different roles, and that's called the empowerment. And there are various ways in which the empowerment can be exercised. One of the classic example is political empowerment. How media helps for that. Media provides a platform for democratic participation. For example, citizen journalism, social media movements, even that's called more direct political empowerment, political participation. But there are other concepts called non-political participation, engagement, non-political engagement. That is mainly, we are not directly into the citizen journalism, we are not directly connected with any political parties, but simply liking a post, changing a profile, forwarding to somebody, simple action also makes a difference in the collective. Why some news become viral? Because of we are not creating content, but we are trying to get involved in certain content. So that makes a difference in a political scenario. And alternative media, that's a hyperlocal social media account or podcast or a streaming video about the local content, that makes a difference for the people who are interested in that locality or that content. And the hyper-mass public sphere got redefined through digital interactions. These are some of the examples of the political empowerment that facilitated through the horizontal media dynamics. So another example is social empowerment. Media amplifies the marginalized voices. With the empowered media ecosystem, we can amplify the marginalized voices. Normally, those voices are ignored, are deliberately avoided in the mainstream media. And those voices can find a place in the online platform through alternative platform with empowered the media dynamics. And digital platform enable counter publics to form and challenge the mainstream narratives. That's a lot of classic examples happened in the national level and international level. Feminist and minority media studies shows that how media representation can either reinforces and challenge the stereotypes. And this is normally the mainstream media, because of the pressure, political economical, social pressures, they'll always reinforce the ideology and stereotypes. That can be challenged. Changed or not, that's a long-term process, but that can be challenged with the counter-narratives, can be done that. Economic empowerment, the technology, the digital economy provides new opportunities for self-employment. I mentioned about the entrepreneurs, individual media entrepreneurs making a lot of money out of media content creation, either video or text or audio, a combination of many things. The platform provides the opportunity to earn money by creating content. And new kind of marketing, e-commerce is being facilitated through new ways of economic participation. And platform capitalism raises concern about corporate control over the digital content. This is a one sector. The media provides a kind of negative impact to the society, particularly talking about the digital technology. The big companies are owning the platform, and very limited opportunities are available for us to negotiate with those platforms. So that is one of the problematic areas. Another example is educational empowerment. Media literacy education equips individuals with the skills to critically navigate the media environment. And it's a very, very pertinent necessity nowadays to understand the media, understand the information, and understand all the factors involved in the media. Could be a mainstream media or digital media, whether you are operating or somebody else operating. So this is the platform needs to be understood clearly, and very particularly for educational, because it's not the current scenario is not confined to one teacher-based learning environment. We have plenty of opportunity to gather the knowledge, gather the information to enhance our understanding. So media plays a crucial role in that process. And there are certain challenges in the media empowerment. One is because the individuals are empowered, so there's no gatekeepers, nobody is filtering the information, so anyone can post any kind of information. So misinformation, fake news become problematic in the contemporary scenario. Power is being given, but certain sections of individuals are misusing those power. So this is one of the challenges for the empowerment process. And again, the media literacy helps the individuals to navigate through the misinformation and other parts. Other point I mentioned already, the media conglomerates, global companies, they have the resources, algorithm, and that their little kind of manipulations brings a lot of benefit, either economical benefits or political, social, a lot of benefits comes in that. A few companies are doing, and the algorithm, you know that how easily they can do it for better resources. And what is the future of media and empowerment part? Decentralized media models will explorate, will evolve with a lot of energy, and AI-driven content creation, ethical concerns, biggest issue in the coming days. And strengthening media literacy program is a need of the hour, and policy recommendations to ensure the equitable digital access is another important point. And media literacy is one area that empowers individuals in a strong group of contingent that either negotiate with the mainstream media content or create more content to challenge the existing narratives. So this is the broad umbrella of media and empowerment relationship and changing the power dynamics. And thank you for this episode 2.